Eva.
I'm Katie, and this is our YouTube channel.
So we recently went to Summer in the City and it really inspired us to start making our own content.
And we decided that our first video would be about our Summer in the City experience. So we went to the 3 days.
The first day was Creators Day, and that was really like chill and laid back. Like,
Yeah.
there was no big crowds. This was our first ever convention. So if you were worried about like not knowing where to go or like trying to find stuff or like even like about big crowds, I'd definitely go to Creators Day just so that you could like scope out the venue and like know where certain stalls were and that kind of thing.
And you got to buy all your merch on Friday as well, so none of it was sold out.
Yeah, like we went to Dan and Phil's shop. Yeah. And like on the Saturday there was no queue. Maybe there was like two or three people. Or sorry, on the Friday. on the Friday there was like no queue. It was like maybe 2 or 3 people, and then on the Saturday you came back. It was God. There was a queue like halfway out the expo hall, and then like literally there was like at one point there was a queue to meet the cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, whereas we just walked up and took a picture.
Yeah,
there was no queue at all. Yeah. So yeah, Friday was really chill, and you saw YouTubers walking around, so you were used to it, even though we didn't really like stalk them or anything. We didn't, like on Friday we felt like you couldn't go up and be like, oh, can I have a picture or whatever, even though they wouldn't care.
They really didn't mind, but it was just because
it was more professional environment.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Yeah. They were like you like we saw like Dodie walking around
loads
and, like,
of times,
Evan and Luke like so many times. The panels as well
were so
really
informative because YouTube held some of them. Yeah. So they knew what they were talking about.
The first panel was stop shooting, and that was the one all about like the cameras and
how to use it,
like the different like functions on camera, and then like how to set up like lighting. Like that was the lighting part.
That was really good because I didn't have like any idea on how to do that. I knew we kind of put 2 lights there, but then
the backlight and everything, which we haven't done today, but you know.
We're only starting out.
It's okay. The last one we went to was how to vlog, and the lecturer, the speaker, when like he went through like all different steps on how to like become like how to make your content good, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know
how to appeal to your audience, kind of.
Yeah, it was really good. So we would definitely recommend going to Creators Day. And
if we go next year, we'll be going to Creator Day again because we missed lots of panels as well.
Yeah.
So we have to see more of them.
Yeah.
That was it on Friday. Then we went back to the hotel and we realised that we were staying in the same hotel as the YouTubers. Yeah. Which was kind of like, oh, they're here, but we didn't go looking for them. We were not going to wait, like, look in reception, be like, where are they?
Yeah, or like walk around every floor.
No,
like,
we didn't.
No.
Now, Saturday and Sunday, okay, before we go into anything, we had a different experience. Yeah. Because you might have actually seen me walking around. But basically, I dislocated my kneecap before we went to Summer in the City.
It's good.
And I was in a brace where I couldn't bend my knee. And it was really sore to stand for long periods of time because, you know, my kneecap was
in the wrong place. It was not supposed to be there.
Yeah. So I emailed Summer in the City before I went asking if I could skip the queues for meet and greets and panels, and Tom emailed me back saying yes, that's fine. So I don't want to get any hate. We got to skip all the queues, which was good because we knew we'd get into the panels that we wanted to go to. Yeah. But we didn't get to talk to people in the queues. Yeah. So we missed that experience. I didn't get to talk to anyone.
Did we go over to Bry before that?
We did, yeah. Yeah. And I was just like, oh my god, I have your panda hat. Yeah. And he was so surprised. He was like, what? You've been following me for 4 years and you're not bored already?
No, I'm not. So I went up and met Dan and Phil, and they were so nice. All I remember is Dan said that he loved my leggings and my lipstick. Luminous pink lipstick and like my galaxy leggings with like cat faces on them. They were like the most internet leggings you can ever get. They're the coolest thing. And then Dan said that he loved my leggings, and then that was like, I died.
You know that moment when your camera stops filming and you've been talking to it for 20 minutes? Yeah. Just happened. So I think we'll be in different positions.
Yeah, slightly different. I think I was like falling out of frame there for a while. So yeah, anyways, back to Sipsy. Oh, I had just met Dan and Phil, and then I went over and met you guys. You had just came out of the
Serial Time panel. And that was really fun. And at the end of it, they were giving out Serial Time postcard things, and I got one. And then I was walking and Charlie was still there, like picking up a pen. So I was like, okay, perfect opportunity. So then he signed it, and yeah, it was really fun.
And then we went to Create Your Viewer Divide.
That was a really interesting panel.
Yes.
Like, they all had different opinions.
Yeah.
But they weren't like giving out to each other for their opinions. Some of them were like, no, from my channel, it's this way.
It's this way.
And then others more personal. Every panel, the questions were related to the topic and not a certain YouTuber.
If you want to ask them a question like, how tall are you, like what's your favourite Disney princess, ask that when they're doing like an ask video or like a live stream or something like that. Like, there's like a time and a place, and I think if you have a, like, you could be taking the opportunity away from somebody who has a really good question that could like be really like thought-provoking.
Yeah, because a lot of them I was like, oh yeah,
I was like,
question.
How did you even think of that? I was like so impressed. Yeah, so you met Kat,
and you might have seen my tweets to Kat because she retweeted them. So basically I went up and she saw my brace and asked what happened. I told her that I dislocated my knee, and the volunteers were taking pictures like non-stop throughout that meet and greet, so they got her reaction and it was really funny. Like, she was, ooh. It was really funny.
Yeah. So then we were at the comedy panel, which was really good. That was one of the good panels.
Yeah, it was really funny. I can't remember why I laughed, but I was laughing stop. Like, my cheeks were sore after that panel.
So sore.
They were asking favourite videos, and with name read, they were like, what's your favourite video? I mean, Eva just turned being like, oh my god!
We were like trying to get her attention.
Yeah.
We like,
and that was her answer.
Yeah, so. She was like, the best videos come from like when you're just not trying to plan anything, and it just happens. Like, I cut off my best friend's head.
And all was over. And we went to the main stage, and Bri was performing, and I've been following him for years. Like, the last time I saw him live was when he was busking on Grafton Street in Dublin. That was when like no one knew who he was. I did. But now it was so weird seeing him like on stage and how far he's after
coming. He's come so
really
far.
proud.
Amazing. Yeah. And he was really good, and we heard Dodie on stage as well, but then we went out to get something to eat, but you could still hear them like
out in the sit down as well.
So yeah, but we missed Jack performing with her, but
we could hear the screams.
Yeah,
we were like,
who was that? And then we saw the pictures from later on. We were like, damn.
Yeah.
The like headliner act, I suppose,
Jack
and Dean. They did like a sketch and stuff, and
it was really funny.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect because I've only watched a few of their videos before.
Yeah, same. I'm not subscribed, but I am now.
I
wasn't before. Yeah. So I didn't know what to expect.
I was like, oh, I don't know, is this gonna be good? But it was really so good. It was so funny. Yeah, I was really impressed with that. I was glad that they were headlining it.
Yeah.
It was a really good like end to like the first like proper day of summer in the city. So then we went back to our hotel.
And we were looking at the menu, trying to decide on what we're going to eat. And Luke walked by to reception. I don't know, he was asking something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he ended up walking by us, and we were just like, oh hey Luke, and he was like, hey guys. And so we walked over to the lift, and then he was on the phone, so he was just kind of walking around, and we were in like waiting in the area just in front of the lift. And then he came in, and he was still on the phone, and the lift came, so we all got in. And then he was kind of like, will I get in? Will I not get in? So he got in anyways. And like, the lift was so small. There was 4 of us in this teeny tiny lift. Like Luke was like, that's close. And he was still on the phone. And then he was just like, he was on the phone. He was like, well, this is fun, kind of to us. And then he eventually got off the phone. And he was all like, he was asking us like what we thought of the convention and like were we having fun and all that kind of stuff. And then he started coughing.
And he was like, oh, I feel so sick.
And I was like, you're sick? She's got a dislocated knee. And he was like, what's wrong with you?
And I was there just like, yeah.
We were all like, so get over it. Like, and then it turns out that like he actually had like bronchitis or something. And I was like, sorry Luke, like, grow up.
So Sunday happened, and we were so tired. We would not get out of the
bed. We were like
no.
zombies. And our friend decided to like open the curtain full of glass. It was like vampires. We were like, no, close the window, close the curtains, no. So then we eventually managed to get out of bed. I had a meet and greet with Carrie and Pete.
Yeah, and I had a meet and greet with Mamrie Hart.
So we got to the convention centre. We went over to...
We just walked straight over to the entrance because we knew I didn't have to...
queue or anything with the like in the big queue.
Bri came back out, and we saw him the day before, but we had to go again.
We had thought of something like that. We had a beef, like a bone to pick with him.
Yeah. So basically, 4 years ago, he had a competition on Facebook saying, "Oh, whoever gets the country with the most votes, county, sorry, the county with the most votes will win a free performance or whatever." Yeah. And I got our county to win. Yeah. Now, our county...
Like, everybody in our year being like, vote for this, vote for this, vote for this.
But see, our county is not the best. Like,
no, it's not.
There's nothing to do here.
And especially at that time, there was the only like stages were in like the secondary schools.
Yeah. So he never came, basically. I got nothing from that. I won, but nothing happened. No. So we went over and he laughed.
Yeah, we were like, so we walked up and we were just like talking and stuff, and then we were like, so we have something to tell you.
Yeah, and he kind of got a bit nervous. He was like, what? And I told him. He was like, haha, and it never came.
Nice. Also, he took my phone, and I thought he was taking it.
Yes.
He put out his hand, and so I gave him my phone, and I thought he was just gonna take I thought he was gonna take the selfie because he's obviously got longer arms than me. I'm 5'2", he's not. And so he like got distracted by something and was talking to somebody over there. And next thing I look over, he's like changing all the settings on my phone. And he's like, oh, let me just put a nice filter on this, and started changing it. I was like, what do you think you are?
With the Mario Kart panel, oh my god, that was the best. I got picked to talk into the microphone a few times, and the first time I had to say a number to pick someone out, and for the final tournament Bertie came over being like, oh, who do you want to win? And I was just like, PJ.
After my meet and greet with Carrie and Pete, when they were so lovely. Like Carrie was I was walking up to them, and like Carrie came over and gave me a big hug, and she was like, I love your hair. And I'm like, my hair? What about her hair? Her hair is like the most amazing hair ever. And I was just like, I'm dead. And Pete, he was lovely as well. They were both so nice. And then Carrie said that she loved my top. I was like, thank you. And then we took pictures. It was all fantastic.
So I went to meet Mary Hart, and I went up to the front with my knee. And the volunteers for that meet and greet were so nice, because everyone around me was sitting down on the ground, but I couldn't. So they brought out this chair that I could sit on, and I don't know your names, but thank you. I really appreciated that. And then Mary Hart came out, and oh my god, I was just so happy. And I went up to meet her, and I bought her 3 shot glasses that she can use in her St. Patrick's Day video this time, you know, not how many Kurt is going to be
no
good.
Scissors allowed.
Yeah, just 3 shot glasses, because they have Irish things on them, so perfect.
This panel was my favourite panel by far. It was just so good.
Emma Blackery,
she's just...
I love how honest she is. She doesn't care. Yeah. She'll tell it how it is. Yeah.
But she didn't drag anybody.
No, like no names were said.
People made a big deal about stuff that she said, and they were like, oh, she's like talking about this person, but like...
Or a certain group.
Yeah, or a certain group.
But she never...
But if you weren't there, don't believe like what other people were saying. Wait until like they put the video of it up online or something. Yeah. Just wait and see it, because you'll see that her points came from like a really valid place, and she wasn't dragging anybody, and nor was anybody else on that panel. It was all their like arguments and their thoughts were like really like well planned out, and they like articulated them really well. Mr. Reba came on. And we were like, how, what's he gonna do? Like,
we didn't know he was gonna sing live.
We didn't have a clue what was gonna happen, so we were kind of like, And then
he started singing.
We were like, oh my god.
We were just waiting. Everyone was waiting for the Badger song and the Narwhal song.
Right? Like, you knew it was going to be like the last two songs. So we were like, you know, like waiting, like bopping along to some of the other stuff. Like, it was good. And then Narwhal came on.
And I lost it.
She lost her shit. She was like, Narwhal! Like, screaming about it.
That was my song in second year. Yeah. And Badger. Like,
yeah, they were. It was so good. And then you started it, like the Badgers came on the screens, and everybody was like, oh, it was Badger. It was so funny. Like it was like something from like a big festival, like Glastonbury or something. Like in the middle there was like that big like crowd of people like all jumping and stuff, and around the edges there was like people dancing like crazy, like going mental and everything. It was so good. That was like one of the highlights. Like we saw the Badger song live. The next day, Tom and Jamie were just getting into their like car,
and they were driving by, so we waved to them, like, and they were laughing and waving back, and that's when it hit us that Summer in the City is over. Like when you wave goodbye to the creator, you know it's over.
Finally, we'd like to thank all the creators and the organisers, the staff, like
volunteers, security,
like all of them. They were like, for the most part, they were so nice. It really made the whole experience really enjoyable. Like was it your first ever convention? Yeah, this was our first ever convention. Like I'd never been to anything like this before, and it just made it so good because I was like, you hear like horror stories,
how the security was so mean, they pushed everyone over. No,
like here, like we didn't experience any of that.
We hope you liked this video.
Yeah,
we're sorry it isn't up to standard, but it's our first video. We're going to learn.
Yeah, we'll learn as we go on. If you liked it, just let us know, and we hope to make new videos in the very near future.
And comment down below if you're at Summer in the City.
Yeah, and if you saw us, and if we talked to you.